Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Super Saturday Nostalgia. We are back to Batman the Animated Series, and we are on the episode Pretty Poison. This is the debut of Poison Ivy in the DC Animated Universe.
Hubba hubba.
Yeah, if you insist.
Hey, I like this version of Poison Ivy.
I don't dislike her. I'm just not really a huge... I shouldn't say I dislike her. I dislike her for the right reason.
You're not supposed to like her.
Yeah, it's kind of like my wrestling analogy. It's like, well, you're not supposed to like them. They're bad. They're bad. They're not. To me, she's not so cool that I like her. She's like, I want to see Batman put her in jail at the end of it. But that's what makes her a good villainess, in my opinion. We are watching this on the Blu-ray, and we are currently got the episode pulled up, and we're staring at the black screen. So if you'd like to follow along with the Animeister and I, by the way, I'm here with Animeister. I'm the athletic geek, Yeah. But we're going to jump right on into this one and press play now.
And we've talked about this opening so
Yes.
much, I feel like we don't need to talk about it much anymore.
We will just be quiet and let it speak for itself. But I do want to point out, damn, it's beautiful in Blu-ray.
Yes, it is. Except the one shot at the end, though, with the lightning looks a little off now, though.
I actually have to keep an eye out for that.
His eye looks weird in it.
I like how beautiful, like how high quality it works. It looks great, but they still have like the dirt.
It's gritty.
Yeah.
It works. It's Batman. It works.
Awesome.
How do you feel? I know you said how you feel about Poison Ivy. I feel like she's kind of underrated a little bit. You always hear about, like, and in the movies even, and I feel like it's because of that one movie we will not discuss. Right now we won't discuss.
I just... The reason I like him, and we're gonna try on some shaky grounds
here. Here we go. Looks a little off with the eyes.
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. And we're gonna... I might upset a few people with this. I feel like so many people look up to Poison Ivy because she kind of gives the old the heave ho and the she's violent and to men, and a lot of fans of a certain demographic really enjoy that, and they get why, and I get why, but I also feel like, yeah, but she's still, that doesn't make her a good person.
This has some nice foreshadowing in this first part of this episode. I do like it more like in the Arkham games, where like she became more like a plant.
Yeah.
And I like that. And then they kind of transferred that a little bit over.
I do kind of like her now, where she's kind of like she's the psychotic, she's like an Instagram girl gone wild. Like gone crazy.
I do like that aspect. And actually, one aspect that this show kind of carried over was when she's introduced. We will get to that.
Yeah.
But the friendship with Harley, it's actually pretty genuine, and it's something they kept into comics. I like that. And when I do think Poison Ivy, I do think this classic version. I call this like a classic version of Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
Not.
And they're digging up her roses to build a prison.
You fuckers. I feel like she gets along with environmentalists too.
I do think that's called Better, Safer Gotham. 5 years later.
Nope. As a helicopter. And a Laura. See, and they said there's not comedy in this show. There's a lot of comedy.
But it's comedy on right. It's not like the comedy's overpowering.
No, it's still very... This show is actually very dramatic for a kid show.
Oh, definitely would not be... It would be an Adult Swim show today.
Mm. Or a Toonami.
Yeah. Bullock and Radio Donut and...
I'd like to see him in the live-action stuff.
He was coming back to eat his donut. I always thought this was funny as a kid.
Yeah. Was he in the Dark Knight movies, Bullock?
I don't believe so.
I feel like maybe he was in Batman Begins at least.
No, I would really like to see Bullock because I like the whole he's... Mm-hmm. It depends on what direction. I don't know if they're going to go in the he's a crooked cop direction, or if they're going to go in the he just doesn't like Batman because he believes that Batman's
a vigilante.
He's a vigilante. He's just as much part of the problem as the Joker and the Penguin and Poison Ivy and Two-Face and all of them, which I like that aspect of Bullock to where it's like He's not a bad guy. He just doesn't believe in Batman.
Rose Cafe. A lot of nice little nods here.
Yeah.
And there she is.
Dating Harvey Dent. But we know why.
I will say this about all the character designs. I like Harvey Dent the least. I do not like how he looks in this show.
Yeah.
Until you get to,
Two-Face. Yeah, it looks like his head's like a little...
It's too long.
Yes.
And then he has the Squidward meme lips.
Yes.
When Squidward gets all beautiful. It's like, this is the gorgeous man. I'm like, no, not really. I'm like, I see why girls go more for Bruce Wayne in this universe. I like Poison Ivy here. She looks kind of like a pinup, old pinup model for a.
I think that's probably what the vibe they were going for.
Well, she doesn't have a nose. Sometimes that's kind of weird. Just has 2 dots.
Yeah. I gotta tell you, this was my first exposure to Batman. Then when I watched the Adam West series, it was
jarring, was it not?
It was.
It's like,
yes and no, because I still whenever I was a child, I thought this was some serious fucking stuff on Adam West. But then whenever I got older, I'm like, oh dear.
Okay, so I didn't get to see Adam West until way after this show, and it was actually I think after Batman Begins because they released that DVD set of it, and I went to watch this. Actually, I seen the movie first, the Batman '66 movie.
I watched it. They had it on syndication,
and I was like, "What the fuck is it?"
I started seeing it I started watching it. It was on a syndicated show. I can't remember what local channel it was. I want to say
WB maybe. Or?
It wasn't WB. It was on in the mornings. I would get dropped off at my grandparents' house, and I'd go down the basement, and I'd turn it on. But it was on, I want to say this was the summer of 98, 99. And I was used to the animated series. I'm just kind of okay, whatever, this is what... Or no, it was even earlier. That was 90... It was around the same time that the Batman and Robin movie, around the same time that came out.
We might need to review that one day. Have our interesting points on it. Because in a way, this show inspired a lot of that movie with Mr. Freeze.
And it also the show was shit on by that movie.
Mm-hmm.
So, oh dear.
PDA Pamela. And Bruce is just nice.
Yeah. But it's really actually killing. Yeah, he look at his watch.
I'll call you.
No, if we're gonna review movies, then we're definitely gonna start with some good ones. I think we need to
review the movie first, or watch it first, and then talk about it.
We do commentary over movies. We're gonna do some good ones before we get to crap. Just want to play.
Oh no, we could do worse though, and then it only goes up from there.
Right. Oh no. You are still flustered after the kiss. He just might die. I already know she's the one.
I do. In the earlier seasons of this show, really, Poison Ivy was the only villainess in the show.
Yeah.
Because Catwoman kind of played the line. Wasn't until
dear, no.
It wasn't until
face planting in the freaking pudding.
He's like, you're a jokester. Hey, you okay? Oh, he's dead.
Bruce must have cleaned him off because he's clean.
A sick fanboy, he just licked the pudding off.
Well, the shippers, they really do they do Harvey and Bruce quite a bit.
Okay, there he looks normal. Maybe it's just when his eyes are open. Maybe it's the eyes.
Maybe.
It might just be the eyes.
What's funny is and they do a good job with this. I mean, I wasn't watching it as it happened. I was exposed to Two-Face before Harvey, but I can only imagine if you were watching this as it happened. When you get attached to Harvey, what's going to happen, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Or what happens is more devastating.
Then he goes back.
Go back to my fucking donut. Gulps it in one fucking bite.
He's the stereotypical
Police
bad
officer.
cop. Like the bumbling cop.
Yeah.
That is one thing in the movies I'd like to see him get away from it. I feel like they use the same villains for Batman movies every time.
Mm-hmm.
How many times have we seen Catwoman now?
Joker.
Joker, Riddler.
We haven't seen Riddler enough, actually.
He's going to be in the new one, apparently.
Yes, which is
with
good.
Penguin.
That's
and
overkill.
Catwoman.
That's overkill.
But and at the same time, though, I'm like...
Riddler to me, like, if they did, like, a Dark Knight, like, a Nolan version of the Riddler, that would be creepy as fuck.
Did you ever see the Batman on the WB? Where it was like...
I did not care for that show.
But that Riddler was kind of like a terrorist almost? I'm like...
I just like the
could-
design.
Yeah, I didn't... I liked that Robert Englund voiced him. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Freddy
yeah.
Krueger voiced him, but I'm like... The idea of him being kind of like this terrorist with
Yeah.
the riddle... I'm like... That could work in a movie.
Because that's creepy. Like, when you get, like, some kind of cryptic message, like, on your computer.
He could be like a cyber terrorist or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, that would work for Riddler.
So
if
guy
you
like-
do it right.
You know, some guy, like, you know, creepy stuff. Yeah.
But, like... A part of me, too...
Bruce is looking at his DNA.
Is it me or is it kind of going, like, in and out of focus almost?
A little bit.
Oh, God.
Oh. Sure.
Turkey the chef. Strange. They just said the same.
Pinch of vanilla. Oh, God. That is terrifying in HD. Harvey
face.
Bullock up for up close.
But anyway, like, I'd like to see some villains like Man Bat or
Yeah.
Killer Croc, not the one in Suicide Squad. They'd almost have to go like almost mocap with Killer Croc to get him right. I feel
Yeah.
like. A good Scarecrow, because I didn't like Scarecrow that much in Batman Begins.
I didn't dislike him. They just kind of, it wasn't.
They made him into like a side villain, and I'm like,
Yeah, they needed a little more out of him.
a more comic accurate Bane almost, I feel like. Or even
We got, other than the fact that he wasn't Hispanic and didn't have a
big.
thing, I thought they did a good job
They
with
did
Bane.
good with Tom Hardy.
They did a good job with Bane in the fact that he was stronger
the
than
very-
Batman and smarter than Batman.
Until the very end, then they kind of fucked it over because it's like, oh, nope, he's just a side villain.
Yeah.
He's built up as the main villain. It's like, nope.
Another good one. Good Poison Ivy.
Clayface.
Clayface would be awesome, yeah.
I would like Poison Ivy, and I'm...
You know one that I think would really be cool? Mad Hatter.
Mad Hatter. Who's the other one? There's another villain in this show I really like.
Crazy Quilt.
No, not Crazy. Zebra Man.
Eraser
Did
Man.
Did you ever see the Lego Batman movie?
Yes.
When they're going through all the villains and they're like, are these real? Yes, these are real. Killer Moth. I think he could be interesting
Yeah.
if they do him like in the show where he turns into like a moth monster and
Right.
like kind of like Mothman or something. But I mean, like, there's so many good Batman villains, and they always relegate it to like Two-Face, Joker, Catwoman. We've had Bane,
And
a couple
they've
times.
never had a real Two-Face done right. Like, as good as it was in The Dark Knight, you know, there was no multiple personality disorder, which is the whole point behind it. Like, Batman Forever was
Close.
trash. No, it wasn't. He would not flip the coin 8 times
No.
until it landed bad side. He would flip the coin and go good side. It's over.
Although, I kind of have nostalgia for Batman Forever.
I
like Tommy Lee Jones a lot. In that movie.
I don't like that. That was terrible. I cannot.
It was too Joker-ish.
Yes, they tried to make him too Joker, but I will defend that certain aspects of that movie. I feel like that movie gets a lot of flack because of how bad the following movie was. But still, there's no excuse for Two-Face there.
But another one though is like Riddler in that movie gets shit on him. I liked Jim Carrey as the Riddler.
No, I thought he was a good Riddler. He just
kind of jokey too.
There were times where it was Jim Carrey being Jim Carrey and not the Riddler. there were times where I could see he was trying to go for Frank Gorshin, which was great, but then they like immediately go back and just do an Ace Ventura with riddles, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Because like when he first like revealed himself, he had the hat and everything. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's Riddler.
Yeah.
But then he went into these weird ass costumes, and I'm like, what is that?
Yeah. And that was Jim Carrey doing Jim Carrey.
Yeah. It might just be my like for Jim Carrey. I like Jim Carrey a lot as an actor.
But yeah, a good Poison Ivy, like being legit go like with the psychotic vegan Instagram girl. That could work. I feel like that might be something they try, even though Arrow's no longer is done. That'd be something they try in the Arrowverse first, but still.
Yeah, but then she'd be on Batwoman.
Yeah, and that shows a disservice to Batwoman.
You know what though? Like even like the ZCE movies, I know before Birds of Prey came out, they were talking about a Gotham City Sirens, and I'm like, that would be cool to introduce a good version of Poison if they get a Poison Ivy.
I don't want them to do Gotham City Sirens because I feel like rather than focus on the characterization, they would rather make the movie shitty like they just did Birds of Prey. Mm-hmm. And that's all we're going to talk about with that movie.
And I don't know. I really like Poison Ivy is one of my favorite of the villainesses in Batman. I know he don't have many girl villains. I can't name that.
Oh shit! This terrified me as a kid. He's just getting ready to fall on a cactus, and the cactus is alive.
Is it bad? I've seen too many movies with joke cactuses. Though, so I'm like, they're not scary. That's scary.
Yes, that's scary too.
With Poison Ivy in that one movie, that's all I'm gonna refer to it as.
That was terrible.
In the beginning though, when she was the botanist and stuff, I'm like,
yeah,
that was kind of true to Poison Ivy.
Ironically, the Riddler was who she kills first. The Riddler in this show we're watching.
Oh yeah, it was
John Glover.
Yeah,
AKA Lionel Luthor.
But then, you know what I mean though, and then it after she turned is when it was no, this is bad.
Right.
That movie had a lot of issues that some movies do now. Too many villains.
Yes.
If you want Mr. Freeze.
And Bane was completely crap.
See, now that's a nice Poison Ivy costume.
Yeah.
Although I think she actually has green tights on there. She did not, though. I actually like...
No, I kind of agree with the...
She has the little,
I kind of like the Halloween version that they had in the Almost Got Him episode. I think even Bruce Timm said that was one of his favorites.
That's my favorite episode of this.
No, the way they
did Ivy?
The way they did Ivy in that flashback. But yeah, no, I'll let you know when we get some of my favorites.
You can see her fingernails through her. There she is. My
favorite episode, and you will hear me get giddy as giddy can be. Oh, she introduced herself as Poison Ivy right there. Grey Ghost is my favorite.
That's up in mine too. I like this outfit for her though is good too. I like this is when I think Poison Ivy, this is almost a costume I think of. And then they revamped her along with all the other ones in the
everybody in
the new Batman Adventures.
Essentially season 4.
And I think that's when I think that's the first time they kind of introduced the fact that maybe Ivy is kind of plant-like because she had the green skin.
Yeah.
Tinted skin. And I like.
We'll eventually, when we get to those episodes, there's the episode where they take control of Bruce Wayne's mind and make him buy a bunch of clothes for him on Christmas. I thought that was funny. He's signing, he's trying to fight it, and he's signing all the credit bills.
Mm-hmm. That could be a fun video down the line when we get to character design. Rate which one.
Oh dear! Oh yeah!
Plastic lips.
Yeah, that was actually kind of cool.
That was cool, but the way terrible. They did it was I hate this movie. At that point, it was no, too little, too late movie.
Yeah. You want to freeze it and give it back to the plant kingdom.
I like her little crossbow, too. She has a little
That is
gauntlet.
Cool. I believe I didn't have it, but I believe one of my friends had the Poison Ivy that was like that. That came with the crossbow, the action figure.
There was a...
He just kicked her, which that definitely would not fly today.
It would.
A man kicking a woman.
If it was Batgirl, it would.
Yeah, it'd have to be Batgirl.
Or Batwoman, I guess. But
yeah.
What was the
Batwoman in the comic books is way better than the garbage they're pushing on the CW right now.
Do you remember?
That is a disservice to how great that character is.
Do you remember? Well,
And there's my commentary.
you might remember like what Jake's Day is like around here. You know, like with the little kids with the turkey hunting and stuff.
Yeah.
I went to one of those one time, and I won a little prize thing, and it was like a vault, and it had a bunch of the animated series like design toys in it.
Oh,
My babies!
that is like I know it's like a plant, but still that they made that look freaking gruesome.
It looks like the thing off of Little Shop of Horrors.
I've never seen that.
You know what I'm talking about, though? The big, like...
No,
plant?
I have no idea. I've never seen that.
Okay. Good movie. You should watch that. I always think of her whenever... What is... Seymour, the plant.
Okay.
He's always like, feed me!
I think I know what you're talking about just from like...
It has Rick Moranis in it.
Just for the references. But I still never seen the movie.
It's a good movie.
Oh no, fire! Oh no!
Okay, her faces on HD are terrifying.
All these faces, all these
many
exclaiming
faces.
faces are. Grabbing her roses.
Another favorite, and I know it's...
Oh no!
Oh no. And I know it's coming up. Heart of Ice. Mm-hmm. That is...
And there's some good stories about that when we get to that episode.
There is. I like... See, I just like this bat suit, though, because it's more blue. Mm-hmm. It has some blue in it, and I like that.
I kind of like the Neil Adams bat suit where it's the blue and gray, but he's ripped. You know.
Yeah, get that.
Oh shit! That's awesome.
Doesn't she say something in one of them like, my babies? I feel like she does that in one of them. What's the other episode?
There, she just said, my baby.
My princess. She's like a cat lady, except with plants.
Oh my god.
She's the cat lady with plants.
With plants, yes.
My baby, it's okay.
Sorry about that. And Harvey's recovering.
Chocolate mousse.
Yeah.
It kind of looks creepy.
Oh, Bruce is going to have to lay down some bro code on him.
Rose before hose. Old Arkham. I feel like
And the very penitentiary she hates.
I feel like we haven't even got a good Arkham in a Batman movie yet.
Warden, eat,
Maya.
Yeah. Yeah. Warden, eat, she... Nice little thing if you're looking for it there. Or maybe they just had that in there. And that is this episode. So thank you all for joining us. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe for more content. Not just from the world of comic books, from the world of gaming, anime, pro wrestling, and all things geek culture. Follow me on all my social media pages. Facebook.com/AthleticGeek89. Twitter @Athletic_Geek89. And Instagram @AthleticGeek89.
Anna Meister is getting one developed. I will be on some type of social media for you guys. It's just life is getting the best of me right now.
Indeed. But for the Meister, I'm the Athletic Geek. We appreciate you joining us. We will see you next time.
See you guys.